just forget my going back to a new Sly 4 stream. And yes, you heard that right. Sly 4. I got my own PS3. So Sly 4 is to stay for good. That's what I'm talking about.
From a long line of thieves. In fact, thieving is the family business. And business was good.
That's what I'm talking about.
Recently, I considered myself retired. Having hung up my mask and cane, I was enjoying life on the other side of the law. In the company of a certain lovely Interpol agent named Carmelita Fox. She and I had a history, which generally involved her trying to lock me up. So I should mention our current situation was only possible because she thought I had amnesia. I didn't. It was great to finally enjoy each other's company without a shock pistol being
And I'm so happy that I have my favorite Sly game to be able to do for good on my own console.
I should also mention that as a master thief, I only steal from other thieves. So it took me a while, but I finally found what I was looking for. My target was an upstart art mogul, a real hotshot collector. He seemed respectable, and even opened a new museum. But I could smell a rat. Reliable sources told me he was dealing in black market antiques worth millions. So I felt he should share the wealth. I was working on a plan when one night, as if on cue, Bentley showed up. Bentley was the brains of our operation, the mastermind. We grew up in the same orphanage where we bonded over stealing cookies, our very first heist. And we've been best friends and partners ever since. We hadn't seen each other for a while, but I knew immediately that something was up. Bentley had been enjoying his time off too, building a new lab from scratch with his girlfriend and fellow tech whiz, Penelope. She had joined the team on our last caper, and the two of them had really hit it off. Apparently, they just finished
Doing good. Hopefully everybody else says as well.
Penelope had simply vanished. Bentley was worried sick. He searched frantically but found nothing. Then, he noticed something that completely stunned him. In his spare time, Bentley had been researching the Thievius Raccoonus, the Master Thief's handbook passed down through the Cooper family for generations. Its pages overflowing with the exploits and secret techniques of my esteemed ancestors. Only now, those pages weren't so full. In fact, they were disappearing right before Bentley's eyes. Realizing there was no time to waste, he gathered his gear and raced off to Paris.
Really cool gear, I would say. Yeah, my favorite Sly Cooper game. This is.
Track down Murray, the third in our trio. Murray was our enforcer, the muscle, and the guy who'd eaten all the cookies we stole back in our orphanage days. Through the years, the three of us had become an unbeatable team, and we were more like a family now than a gang. Murray had been living his dream on the pro driving circuit, where his van had become famous, or rather, infamous, for all the crashes he'd caused. Eventually, he was
but more like, I mean, I can understand. Murray is definitely a character that would definitely go good into Demolition.
When Bentley showed up, however, Murray dropped everything to help out. Especially when Bentley explained that his van was the key to the whole plan. With Carmelita distracted by
That's a good friend, though, Murray.
To slip away,
Dropping everything to help out. Really great.
Bentley launched into one of his elaborate presentations, and I saw the whole scary picture. Someone, or something, was literally erasing Cooper history. Then, to our amazement, Bentley revealed that he already had the solution: time travel. It turns out his top secret project was constructing a time machine, and now he modified the design to fit into Murray's van. We were going to travel back in time, stop those responsible, and fix the damage they'd done. Bentley explained the only catch was that in order to travel to a particular time, The machine required an object from that era. We knew from the changes to the Thievius Raccoonus that our first stop was feudal Japan. So here we were, about to steal a priceless 17th century samurai dagger from the same museum I'd been casing. Funny how things work out sometimes.
Yeah, very funny how it works out sometimes. So, again, I'm just so happy to finally have PS3 to be able to keep Sly 4. My favorite.
Okay, you both remember the plan, right? Of course! My mind is like a steel cap!
That's trap, big guy. And everybody relax. You've been over it a million times. What could possibly go wrong?
Famous last words. Look, we're only gonna get one shot at this, so we can't mess up.
All right, no messing up allowed. Now stop worrying. This is gonna be a piece of cake. I'll see you both inside. Now let's get going.
Yeah, and Sly's confidence, though. I wish that everybody, a lot of us, had the confidence that Sly Cooper has. Can I just say? I really wish that we had the confidence he has. He's got pretty good confidence.
Careful, Sly. Those security choppers are bad, too. I suppose I don't have to mention
Again, the story is definitely what I really love. And of course the villains and the worlds as well. And the art design too. That's what I just absolutely love with this game.
Just another one of my many talents.
Give me these coins.
If you find the need to adjust your perspective on things, you can move the camera around using the right.
Excellent. It's perfect for peeking around corners.
Avoid those choppers, Sly. If they see you now, we're busted.
I think I can handle that.
And of course, just goes straight into a light.
Press the circle button while jumping to interact with blue sparkling objects. Avoid those choppers, Sly. If they see you now, we're busted.
I think I can handle that.
Yeah, just completely goes straight into the chopper light. But yeah, what I actually did not know, that apparently you can actually get Ratchet's wrench, you know, the tool that he uses in Ratchet and Clank, that the main tool that he uses, you can actually use that replaces Sly's cane in this game by getting a certain amount of the mask items, which is something I actually did not even know.
Hey, Bentley, was truck surfing part of Murray's entrance strategy?
Of course not. Murray's approach route is through the back alley. Why do you ask?
No reason. Anyway, it looks like he's in position now.
Make sure you stay on these cables, Sly.
Yeah,
Can't
Murray.
be going down to street level right now.
Not a problem, Bentley. A good thief prefers to stay above the action anyway.
Murray's definitely,
Looks like the perfect night for a heist.
even though he is a big target, he definitely is pretty good to just get on top of things like that van. Wouldn't I say? You can give me all these coins. We're definitely going to be needing a lot of coins, especially to get the gadgets and stuff.
Security is getting tougher, Sly. Steer clear of the guards and lights. Avoid sprinting around the guards, too. They'll hear your footsteps.
I'll be a ghost, I promise. It sure feels good to be back in business. turtles.
Hang on. Yeah, I definitely would like to try to get that wrench. No. Wrench, not ranch. I know it probably sounded like I said ranch. Like the dipping... Like the dipping sauce ranch. Right, the dipping sauce ranch. I was not trying to imply that, but you do know what ranch I'm talking about.
Why, that flagpole looks like it leads right to the roof.
See, I told you it would be a piece of cake. Guess I'm a little out of practice.
Do you say something, Sly?
No. All good here, Bentley.
Okay, it looks like you're going to have to find another way up. Use that ledge to move around to the front of the museum and stay out of that security line.
I think I can handle that.
Out of that, or can handle that for sure.
I believe the security of this place. This better be worth it.
Pickpocket this guy to get the coins from him. I love that you can just say La Paradox, Toothpick, and I can say a bit of Miss Decibel, because I can say her trunk, or the trumpet. Not, can't really see anybody else just from the silhouette. I could just see Toothpick, La Paradox, and Miss Decibel. Can't see, or it's hard to tell if you can actually see the Grizz or El Jefe or Penelope even, which probably not, because you know Penelope was, you know, that whole betrayal thing is kind of kept secret until that very moment. Just get caught by the light.
It sure looks like somebody spent a fortune on this place. I wonder what kind of surprises they have inside.
Look out for the light again, because you can very easily accidentally walk into it.
Careful now. That's the skyline we want. Move slowly until when you're close enough, press the circle button to pick his pocket.
There we go. Got the key.
To perform the stealth plan, sneak up behind
Like that.
Right. Now use the key to unlock the skylight.
Very simple there, Bentley.
Okay, Bentley, I'm in place. Let me know when you shut down the security system.
Patience, Sly. You can't rush greatness, and I'm about to code a hacking masterpiece.
Bentley.
Interesting. The last time I was in these sewers, I was just a teenager.
And yeah, having a controller that actually, you know, has the buttons that actually work, unlike that other one that I was using beforehand, right? Thankfully, this controller is so much better. I can just say, so we don't have to keep switching back and forth between controllers. I'm so happy with that.
That's a big jump. I better use the hover pack here. Thank you, technology.
So happy there. 100%.
I'll have to throw a bomb to clear it off. Yeah, that's a direct hit.
It just makes things so much better.
I'm buying a new shell.
Just makes things so much easier for us. I can just say. I think we need 40 of the 60 masks in order to, you know, in order to get the Ratchet's wrench. I'm pretty sure that's what it said.
According to the schematics, the control room is right underneath me. All I have to do is find a way in. Summons, and voila! Instant shortcut.
Easy there, Bentley.
Phew, talk about your close shaves.
How's that security system coming, Bentley?
Great. Perfect. I'll be done in a jiffy.
Uh-huh. Just the uh-huh that he just says. And I like the map, though, and showing the stats, too.
Next time, I'm giving Sly the sewer job.
Hello. Nothing to see here, you minions. And this, though, these different drawings that are on here. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Got the hack here.
Old friend, we have to reach the main docking gate before the security code flushes us from the system. The left stick should navigate the ship. The right stick should control the pit cannon.
And again, this is my favorite. My favorite when it comes to, especially the Bentley hacking.
Well, moving while firing is key to cracking this system. All right, I can use this data key to disable that firewall. Dang it, this reinforced firewall is too strong.
Have y'all seen the new Minions trailer? Yeah, I did forget to mention. Did y'all see the new Minions Monster and Monsters trailer? Which is technically Minions 3. Yeah, technically Minions 3. Overall, basically. Yeah, it's basically Minions 3 overall. But it looks pretty cool, I would say. It is kind of sad, though. It is kind of sad just to think that this movie doesn't look like it's going to be having Kevin, Stewart, and Bob. You know, the three main character minions from the first one, and they were also on the second one, too. That is sad to see, because, yeah, they were definitely some of the main character of the Minions, if y'all know, but sadly it doesn't look like they're going to appear in this one. And, of course, Gru doesn't look like he's going to sew either. At least the younger Gru.
Okay, Murray, you're up.
The Murray is always on, Bentley.
But it still looks like it's going to be good. And also the music I like, which is the same music from the Hotel Transylvania 4 trailer.
Why don't you warm up with a few basic attacks? Press square button to punch.
Oh yeah, the old muscle memory is really kicking in. My knuckles are
Press and hold the triangle button to charge up, then release it for a wicked spinning attack.
yes. Nobody can stand the pink tornado!
To perform a thunder flop, jump, then press the triangle button while in the air.
Thunder flop.
Oh, I missed
I love the thunder flop.
you! You fools don't stand a chance! I'm getting bored here!
Just punch those guys unconscious.
I was expecting a tough fight!
Shake. 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 Shake.
Guys, you're just not tough enough!
Couldn't tell if he had anything like of value besides the coins. Kind of hard to tell. Oh, where'd this guy come from? He snuck up behind me. Like, where?
You'll learn not to fool with the Murray!
Like, seriously, where'd that guy come from?
All right, make your way to the loading dock. You've got to take out all the guards before I can open the gate.
You folks better call for backup!
Yeah, these guys are gonna run out of backup very quickly.
Huh? Where did you come from, shortstop? I almost feel sorry for you guys. Who wants a piece?
Those little guys don't stand even a chance. Like, their whole life would reconsider what they just did.
Now it is.
Like second thoughts.
Hurry, don't forget to use your throwing ability. Press the circle button to stop near an object, and you will pick it up. Then press the square button to throw the object.
There we go.
Okay, Slime, the security system is down. You're all clear. Great. I'm going in.
Grab the dagger.
What the?
Oh,
Get away with it. Did you, Ringtail?
yeah. And thus, Carmelita the girlfriend. Ex-girlfriend. Like, ouch.
Hey, Carmelita! Oh, funny meeting you here.
Sly Cooper. You no good lying thief. I'm locking you up for good.
Sorry, gotta take a rain check. I'll call you.
Cooper!
Good evening, this is Sly Cooper. I'd like to request a ride.
You, Slime. Now quit stepping around and get down here. We're in the van. It's ready to roll.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Is that supposed to be goodbye exactly? I'm guessing.
Boys!
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Yeah! Just like in a demolition derby!
Look out! No! I think I cracked my shell. Watch out for those trees! Where are you going?
Just setting up for the jump! Welcome to Air Murray! Thanks for flying!
Nice landing, Murray. Hey, Bentley, not to complain, but we're kind of trapped here.
Yeah?
Relax, Sly. Just put the dagger in the receptacle. Perfect. Isotopic decay calibrated. Adjusting fusion synthesis. Anytime you want to punch it, Murray.
You got it, chum!
Do not slow down, Murray.
I never do! Whoa!
Again, a really amazing opening, I say. Definitely my favorite openings.
else can I say about Carmelita? As you can see, our relationship is complicated. And I just succeeded in upgrading it to hazardous. I certainly wasn't expecting her to crash the party. She'd been so busy with her latest case, I never thought she'd have her eye on me. In fact, I'd kind of been counting on it. But then, I should have known better than to underestimate Inspector Carmelita Fox. As much as she liked having fun, Carmelita was serious about her police work. And now, I had a lot of explaining to do. But the plan was in motion, and there was no stopping now. Even though I was thinking I'd need the time machine just to patch things up with Carmelita. Before the heist, we recruited
Dimitri.
our disco-loving, scuba-diving friend, Dimitri Listow, to look after the thievius raccoonus. Because it was irreplaceable,
So glad they brought back
the only guy we
Dimitri.
had, it was far too risky to
I love
take them both
Dimitri.
through time with us. Bentley had even invented a communication device to allow us to contact Dimitri no matter where or when we traveled. It was a perfect situation, since it allowed him to update us on any changes to the book, while limiting our exposure to his fashion critiques.
Fashion
Everything was
control.
happening so fast. The past few days were just a
What he said.
But as we howled through
Fashion
the time
control.
vortex, I realized we were in
Countries.
for a
Yeah.
very long trip.
Fashion country. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try this because that seems like a twister to me. Some kind of tongue twisting thing for me.
We needed to locate Ryuichi Cooper, Master Ninja, and Master Chef. According to the Cooper clan history, Ryuichi Cooper was actually the inventor of sushi. After creating this delectable dish, he opened a sushi restaurant, which, while very prosperous...
And again, another reason why I love Sly 4 is the whole ancestors being able to play as.
When we got to
I
Japan,
really
it was
love.
obvious something was very wrong. What should have been a peaceful village was more like a heavily patrolled military base. We located Ryuichi Sushi restaurant only to find it shut down and under guard. Things got worse when Bentley discovered that Ryuichi was locked up in a new high-security jail, allegedly for serving bad sushi to the shogun. It all sounded like a pretty tough piece of fish to swallow. We needed to get to the bottom of the situation, and the first order of business was getting Ryuichi out of prison.
And again, I may remind you, this actually wasn't originally going to be the first episode of Sly 4. Ancient Egypt was actually planned to be the first episode of the game. Yeah. Ancient Egypt was actually the first episode planned to be in Sly 4. Quite interesting, I would say, too, that Ancient Egypt, you know, where Sly is trapped in, like, it's interesting how that was actually going to be planned as the first episode of Sly 4, but not only the first episode, it was also considered as DLC. It was planned, but nothing was ever said exactly for why the reason we never got that. Maybe I do have a reason. Maybe it was, you know, not only that Sly 4 released on, obviously, the PS3, but it also released on the PS Port Vita? PSP? I know it's one of the old handheld PlayStations. But yeah, I think it was the PSP, might have been the PS Vita. Again, one of them. Yeah, I could definitely see how that probably would not be able to, you know, storage-wise, when it came to the whole storage on a small console like that. I can kind of understand why they never did do DLC for it. I mean, for the PS3, yeah, I could definitely see it. They could add the DLC, but obviously, when it comes to the portable PlayStation console that it also released on, yeah, I can understand why. I do understand. Ow. And also, since Ancient Egypt was actually planned to be DLC, and also the first episode of Sly 4, it makes me wonder if, about the whole Slight and Common. I think, ain't that the ancestor's name? I'm pretty sure it is Slight and Common. I know one of them was called Slight and Common. I'm pretty sure that was the Egyptian ancestor, though. I'm pretty sure. The one that actually started the Thievius Raccoonus. Because, you know, Bob, even though he is a prehistoric ancestor, he didn't start the whole Thievius Raccoonus. It was, of course, Slight and Common. And of course, Ancient Egypt was also the origins of clockwork. Imagine that too. Seeing the return of clockwork. How cool that would have been. Seeing the return of clockwork. Since Sly is technically, since he is in Ancient Egypt, he is in the place where clockwork did originate from. So, do imagine that. Imagine how interesting that would be. Which, I'm pretty sure, even if they did bring Clockwork back, I'm not too sure about the whole voice. The whole voice of Clockwork, because I'm pretty sure the original actor who voiced Clockwork in the first Sly Cooper game, I don't know if he's still around. I don't know if he passed away or anything. I do know that there was quite a bit of some of the villains from the first game did actually pass, sadly. Like the guy who played Sir Raleigh, Mugshot, also the Panda King. Their last roles as Mugshot and the Panda King were, of course, on the third game. I'm pretty sure Miss Ruby, I feel like Miss Ruby, from what I've heard, is currently still the last of the faintest 5 villains of the actors who played them that are still alive. And when it comes to Sly 2, the only ones that are still alive when it comes to actors is the one who played Dimitri. And also, the guy who played Dimitri also played Razan as well. Yeah, also played Razan. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the only one that's still alive as well. But the guy who played, Arpeggio. The guy who played Arpeggio and also played, the girl who played the Contessa. And, of course, the guy who played John Bisson as well are no longer around either. Not too sure about any of the actors who played the villains on Sly 3. I'm not sure if they're still around. Obviously, the guy who plays El Jefe in La Paradox and the Grizz is still around. I know, because the guy who plays La Paradox and El Jefe are none other than the guy who plays N-Gin on Crash Tag Team Racing, Titans, and Mind Over Mutant, who plays La Paradox and El Jefe. And the guy who plays the Grizz is none other than the actor who plays Dingo Dial from the Insane Trilogy. Insane Trilogy, Crash on the Run, Team Racing Nitrofield, Tag Team Racing, or not Tag Team Racing, Team Rumble, I meant to say, Team Rumble, Crash 4 It's About Time. So yeah, the guy who plays the Grizz is, of course, still around as well. I'm not sure about Miss Decibel. I'm not too sure who played Miss Decibel. And I'm not too sure about Toothpick. If the guy who played Toothpick is still around too. Yeah, I'm unsure exactly if Toothpick, if he's still around or if... And I'm not too sure about Penelope, too. The girl who played Penelope. I would assume that she's still around, too. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I'm kind of unsure exactly. Of course, I'm getting the clue bottles, of course, that y'all could see. I'm going ahead and getting the clue bottles. Definitely want to go ahead and get the clue bottles. Give me these clue bottles. We got 20 of the 30 clue bottles. Okay, we're just gonna have to run away from this guy. We're gonna have to run away from that guy. And again, we don't have the ability to, you know, be able to see where the bottles are from the map at the bottom. We don't have that ability yet. We don't unlock that until, I'm pretty sure, we unlock the vault in the 3rd episode with the Grizz. So, 22 clue bottles. And again, who saw the current 1203 Barrett TV revival episode where we did another review based on a movie on a true story? Which again, I've really been enjoying these based on true story movies. Like, there's definitely been some very crazy ones. Like, again, the whole Elizabeth Fritzl story, you know, like, and her father, Joseph Fritzl, which, apparently from what I've heard, he is still being planned on trying to get released. Like, I'm surprised that they would release somebody like what he did, to be honest. You know, for all the torment that he did to his daughter throughout those years that he locked her in the basement. Like, for 24 years, may I remind y'all. Locking his own daughter in a basement for 24 years. I mean, he's obviously, he is 90 years old now. And people are believing that he's no longer a threat. Or would be a threat. I mean, obviously, his daughter and his family, of course, had to get their names changed, too. They had to get their names changed. I mean, that's sad when you think about it, too. Having to get their names changed. But I can understand it, too.
Camera work?
And again, the girl, Elizabeth Smart, which again, was the movie I recently reviewed, based on a true story.
Yeah, I got you, pal. But maybe we should stick to
And
English.
wasn't the girl on the movie based on a true story, Girl in the Bunker, also named Elizabeth? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure her name was also Elizabeth, too. That's 26 of the 30 clue bottles. We're on a roll here. And of course, we've obviously watched the whole movie, The Girl in the Box, based on the whole Colleen Stan story. Which, again, a lot of these stories are definitely, like, if you read the actual stories, again, the actual stories are a lot worser and a lot more cruel compared to the actual movies, though. Because, again, obviously there's some things, of course, they had to change when it came to the movies that are based on these stories, though. But still, though. I mean, yeah, I've read most of them. I've read most of the actual, like, the documentaries I've listened to of a lot of these stories that I've watched based on true stories. Yeah, they're pretty crazy, I would say. And very sad, too. Okay, yeah. He said do some reconning, so we're only missing 2 bottles here. Yeah, I'm missing 2 bottles.
These guards look like real bruisers.
And real ugly, too. That was definitely not his best side.
Definitely not his best side. So yeah, just 2 bottles were missing in this episode. I don't know why I'm not just looking at the map, you know, down below. Not following where we need to take the recon photos. I don't know why I'm not doing that. Should be easier to do.
I really don't like the look of that place.
Something tells me the inside looks even worse. How will I explain this to Carmelita? Time travel? She'll never believe it.
That's 29. Just 1 bottle to go. Just 1 bottle to go. And then that's all the clue bottles in the first episode.
The thief in you just needs to know what's behind it. I think the next time, duck first and ask questions later.
The question inside of me, though, is, of course, where would the last clue bottle be? And again, do remember that there are clockwork cameos in each of the episodes. Well, except for episode 6, sorry. Except for the last episode, there's no clockwork reference in that episode. But all the other 5 episodes, clockwork is actually hidden somewhere in the actual level. Which is pretty cool, I would say.
Whoa, Lucy. Sly, there's some kind of commotion outside the local geisha house. Go check it out and grab some shots, too.
I don't think it's in this
Billy,
mission.
remind me to buy you your own camera.
I know it's in one of these missions. I don't know if it's in this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in one of these missions. I don't know if it's in this one, though. Like, it's in certain missions, I do know. Certain jobs. Okay, I see the last clue bottle. I see the last clue bottle. I have located the last clue bottle. The last clue bottle has been recovered. for the first episode. There we go. El Jefe. Hello, El Jefe.
This guy definitely looks out of place. I better get a shot of this guy's ugly mug for Bentley.
Ugly mug for Bentley.
He should be crawling around a tropical jungle somewhere.
Hello, El Jefe.
Sly, I'm sure I recognize that guy. He's wanted by Interpol. He's a ruthless mercenary general responsible for overthrowing several small countries.
So, what kind of mess are we in, Bentley?
And yeah, he would be a general. Right? He would be a military general.
We are the only ones with a time machine.
He definitely is a military general. El Jefe. Nope, nope. I meant to go to... I want to go to the Thief Network. There you go. Buy some more abilities here. Okay, I think I did actually miss where the first sighting is of Clockwork. So I might want to head back inside. I think we got to go back to the last job we just completed. Because again, he is hidden in certain areas. And again, I do want to try to find all of the locations of Clockwork. I know I've seen some of his locations before. So yeah, we're going to have to go replay the mission right quick. Yeah, Photo OP. Photo OP. We're going to have to do. Just so I can go back to, you know, figure out where I need to get the picture from.
Okay, Sly.
Okay, I can just skip that cinematic here.
We need a break.
I can't believe we made it out of Paris in one piece.
Yup, I see him. I see him. There's Clockwork. Look at him. There is Clockwork. Clockwork is just staring. Just think that. Even though you think that we destroyed Clockwork, he is actually still around in these different time periods. Look at that. He's staring right at us there. He is stalking the Cooper gang. He is literally stalking the Cooper gang while they're going through time. That is just something to think about. Yeah, he is stalking the Cooper gang. Okay, now we can go back to the current job that we were going to do. I wanted to show that first location of Clockwork. But again, he is hidden in certain missions, certain jobs. You have to look in certain jobs. Yeah, have to look in certain jobs to see Clockwork. So yeah, that's him in the first episode, located.
I'm right on your tail.
Oh yeah, I gotta also remember to go to the vault. Because, you know, we got all the clue bottles in this episode.
Get back.
Nope. Yeah, I'd like to go ahead and do the vault. Because, you know, we got all the clue bottles for the episode. Yeah, just, okay. Yeah, just do that. That'll be good. Pretty sure we also don't have the ability yet where it actually shows from a distance where it is. The vault is. I know it's somewhere, like, on the edge of, like, close to water, I know. I think over here. Part of me thinks it's over here. I mean, literally, this is really the only one of the 5 episodes with the clue bottles. I always forget exactly where the actual vault is. It's pretty funny. Like, this of the 5 episodes with the vaults inside of it. This is the only one that I always seem to always have the trouble of remembering the location of the vault. Like, all the other episodes, I'm perfectly fine with it. I know it has some water, though. I do know that. Iron chopsticks. I'm not too sure about that. Iron chopsticks? I mean, personally, I never tried to eat anything with chopsticks. That kind of seems hard in concept. Iron, or like the tooth, or iron, or just chopsticks in general. Trying to eat stuff with chopsticks. That definitely seems something. There we go. Got the vault in this episode. And of course, I'm not able to glide over there. Right? No. Just about. Just about. It seems like I just about would be able to. Unless if I get up there. I mean, obviously this wouldn't be the exact way for me to get up to there. The intended way to get over to that mask. But I do wonder. Nope, that's not going to do it either. That's not going to do it either. Okay, we could just do it when we're... I think, like, Rhea Ricci Cooper. Like, I can get Rhea Ricci Cooper to get that mask for us. I was thinking that maybe I could do another approach. Get another approach to get up to there to get that mask. And that's the only type of mask I'm okay with. Any other kind of mask, I'm totally against. Again, those masks that, again, regular masks that we all know, like, we are past those days. But the Sly Cooper mask, I am perfectly good with. I love
Your database security
the design of the mask on here, though. I really like the design.
I checked, and there really is no way in except for the front entrance. I think there's only one option.
the doorbell.
Very funny. No, you're going to need a disguise. Get yourself a suit of armor from those guards. That's our way in.
Roger that. Just call me Samurai Sly.
And again, I do love the costumes in this game. It's kind of really hard to say which one is my personal favorite, because I do like all of them. They really did a really neat job with the design of the different costumes that you unlock throughout the game.
Good job, Sly. You got the helmet.
Yeah, I'm definitely not gonna lie about that, how they really did a really good job with the different designs of the costumes. And I really do like that each costume, like, you may have to go back to a certain section to do said thing, right, that may require a certain costume in order to get said thing. Right, like said thing. Like, how do these pieces of armor even fit in these guys' pockets?
That's the chest plate. Now you just need the leggings.
Like, yeah. How do these pieces of armor even fit inside these pockets of these guards? That's what I would like to know. How did they even fit? Excuse me, sir. Okay, we managed to get the armor before that guy came after me.
Excellent, Sly. You got the complete suit of armor. Sly, you need to use the samurai armor to blend in with the guard. As long as you're wearing it, they'll think you're one of them. Press the L2 button to change into the armor. Press the L2 button again to take it off. And don't forget, you won't be able to use your normal moves while in disguise.
Thanks, Billy. Time to try this out on the guard of the prison door.
I'm surprised those guys didn't even try to shoot at me. Just of how low health that we're at. Take it for that guy to take me out, though. Just leave it to that guy to take me out. I mean, hey, at least we're where we need to be, though. We're now where we need to be.
You there, open the door.
A little short to be a commander, aren't you? Who are you?
Why, I am Major Mugshot.
Huh? Mugshot? I've never heard of you.
Huh, you dare question me? Son, I've been a guard since you were just a squealy piglet. Wait until I tell the general about this. I hear he loves pork chops.
Wait, I'm very sorry, sir. I didn't recognize you. Please, go right in.
Yeah, just mention pork chop. Just mention pork chop. And yeah, he would definitely let you in.
You might want to put on that armor before the
Samurai armor should do the trick here.
These guards aren't really that bright. I'm just gonna say, because they don't notice a tail, a raccoon's tail, sticking out of the armor. Like, yeah, they don't even notice. These torture devices, though, like this one's slapping him in the face, and the other one is kicking him in the butt.
Hey, Ryoichi Cooper, are you okay?
Your guards all seem to make very poor jokes.
Come on, I'm not one of those bozos. I'm gonna bust you out. The name's Sly.
Ah, I see. A fellow ninja. Very good. You will need to make your way to the Dragon Bridge to reach this cage. Hurry up!
Okay, I'll be there soon. Just stay put.
3 foot.
Very funny.
Yeah, stay put.
Why? You might want to put on that armor before the guards spot you.
And again, this guy is getting slapped in the face and kicked as well. There's a nutter. Pretty sure there's no other one in here. Pretty sure. I do want to make sure before we do leave this area. I am looking up a video to be sure exactly. Like, just to make sure. Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like it. So, I can continue on ahead. Again, I don't want to make sure I miss any. Oh wait, I didn't even Yeah, here we go.
I must have read about him at the Devious Raccoonist a million times.
This place is not so well, you know, kept clean. Like, ew. Because, again, there's rats and cockroaches and all kinds of stuff just crawling on the floor. Like, these guys do not keep it clean. These guys certainly do not keep it clean, and that's very unhygienic. These guys, though, just getting tickled. Yeah, those guys just getting tickled. Like, that's probably one of the most awful kind of torture, though, kind of torture you can think about, is being tickled. Like, I can't imagine that. Right? Out of any kind of torture, I feel like being tickled as torture would definitely be probably the worst kind. Maybe that's just me, though. I don't think there's any thing that way. I may be wrong. Maybe in this area there'd be another one. Again, this guy getting kicked again. Thought I was gonna fall over the edge there for a moment. Thought I was just gonna fall straight over off of the edge.
Ryoichi Cooper. Amazing.
Yeah, here we go.
Probably his biggest fan.
That's a nutter.
Bentley. How about some good news?
Look around, Sly. One of these guards must have the key.
See, that's more like it.
Again, I just love their sarcastic remarks and stuff. The sarcasticness. I like it's called Skeleton Key, though. And again, these guards do not even realize the noise that is going on. Like, these guys just do not realize the noises that's going on there. Like, there's no way those guards did not even hear that gate being opened. What kind of goons does El Jefe even hire? That's what I want to know. Yeah, those guys are definitely dead. Like, some of them, they didn't even try to run.
Sly, it appears that steel is composed of the same material as your armor. In fact, you should be able to use it to reflect flame attacks.
Watch out for those
Hold
dragons!
the square button to charge up. Then release the button to swing the steel. I can wait to hit incoming projectile.
This is really neat, though.
Excellent. Your technique is very good.
Hold on, Ryoichi. You won't be a prisoner much longer.
Hello, Ryoichi.
I do not know you, but only a true Koopa could have reached this cage.
Yeah, I didn't want to alarm you, but my full name is Sly Cooper. I'm your relative. From the future.
Do not worry.
Would you really tell
Ninja, I'll never
your
allow
relative that
all
you,
that
in the
has happened
future,
here lately. I believe you.
like, would you tell him?
Now perhaps you would open the cage so that we may escape certain death.
Right, of course.
Like, would you even tell your ancestor from the future that you're their relative? Like, would you? Your relative, your ancestor from the future, would you, or from the past, would you tell them that you're your relative, their relative from the future? Like, would you even tell them that? Like, I'm not too sure exactly. I am not too sure exactly. That's all I would just say.
After rescuing Ryoichi, we returned to the hideout. Unfortunately, there wasn't much time for family reunions. We needed to figure out what was going on, and fast. Ryoichi confirmed that the source of the trouble was the tiger we had tracked in the village, someone calling himself El Jefe. After some more database digging, Bentley was able to uncover his Interpol file. El Jefe had an impressive record. Over the years, he had taken over dozens of small countries around the globe, usually for the highest bidder. He was a ruthless mercenary and military strategist of the highest order. In fact, he once boasted that he could overthrow a country commanding only 3 blind mice, armed with plastic
Wait,
spoons.
that's actually impressive.
According to his file, this guy had mysteriously vanished a while back, just as the authorities were closing in. Well, we had found him, and we needed to take him down. It looked like we were in for a tough battle, so we decided to start with Ryoichi's sushi shop.
Like, seriously, though. Just, being able to overthrow a country by using 3 blindfolded mice. Like, just that within itself just seems very interesting. Very crazy, may I add. Yeah, may I add. That would be very crazy. Don't mind me, guard. I'm just getting a pocket poll of what you had in your pocket. Same to this guy.
Okay, Sly. It's time for Ryuichi to reclaim his sushi restaurant. It looks like the front door is the only entrance. We need to get rid of that guard if we're going to get Ryuichi inside. However, security is on high alert since we broke him out of jail, and we can't risk raising an alarm. I think this one is going to require some misdirection.
What do you mean?
I bet if you wore that samurai armor you stole, you'd be able to relieve that guard at the front door.
Right. Plus, I just look good in armor.
Please.
Please.
No one gets in or out, understand? I don't want any more problems.
Nothing to see here.
Dismissed.
And yeah, those guys just leaving just like that. There's another mask in here we can get. Really clever to hide his cane inside the rug in his house, though. Or his sushi shop.
Ryuichi, I guess I don't need to tell you about your old place. Quite ingenious of you to use your sushi knives as door keys, by the way.
Son, I am a ninja master.
Right. My bad. Anyway, my scan reveals your sushi knives are still here. The bad news is the guards definitely have them. There are also some security traps you've definitely never seen before.
Son, though the bamboo forest is dense, water flows through it without effort.
Yeah. Just be careful not to alert the guards. Now get those knives and take your restaurant back.
Yeah, there's one up there.
Practice my techniques while not on the stage. Let me recall the leaping dragon technique.
Yeah, there's a mask up there we can get. Hopefully Ryuichi doesn't mind if we just destroy some of these things in here to get some coins. Yeah, I hope he doesn't mind. That's another.
To direct my energy towards a target.
So yeah, I got another mask. And I do know that there's another one inside this area too, which is close to the end. It is close to the end of this job here.
Reclaim my powers. Then I will show El Jefe this shop cannot be closed.
Again, pretty dangerous, I would say, to hold knives. Just to keep knives inside your pocket like that.
Knife locks were not sufficient to keep trouble out.
Like, yeah, I'm just saying, that's pretty dangerous for those guards to have the knives in your pocket like that. That is pretty dangerous. I'm not gonna lie.
I wonder if any of these traps will provide a challenge. Sly and his friends are strong allies. I am truly in their debt.
And again, Richie Cooper is really the only ancestor, if you think about it, that is actually either, you know, on actually believing them at the first sight, I would say, of like when Sly tells him of who he really is. Because if you think about it, the other ones are not very well convinced at first, right? It takes some kind of... It takes quite a bit for them to realize that Sly is actually one of their relatives from the future.
This is my finest life. My sashimi will be perfect.
Yeah, it's definitely not pretty easy for Tennessee Kid Cooper and Sir Galliff. And, not really, I wouldn't really put it past Bob, to be honest, but, Salim as well. It takes quite a bit for them to be convinced that Sly is actually one of their relatives from the future. Again, I just still not so sure exactly about telling, or if you actually were to do like Sly and actually say that you told, if you were to meet one of your relatives from the past and actually say that I'm your relative from the future, like, I'm not too sure exactly how they would respond to that. I'm not too sure exactly how you could react to that. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I just knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, I'm sure that, yeah, they would be very confused. And maybe be like Sly's ancestors, though. Right, be like Sly's ancestors on here. And I wouldn't blame him, though. Okay, I would like to try to get these guards out, too. Go ahead and take these guys out, too. No, it's not really necessary, but, you know, definitely like to get the coins and stuff that's inside here. Definitely would. There we go. Now I can get these coins that are inside here. Just as long as you didn't get spot. As long as you didn't get spotted, it'll be all fine. There you go. Got some more of these. Which the traps in here are very impressive, though. I'm not gonna lie, these traps in here are quite impressive. Quite impressive indeed.
Okay, now turn on your restaurant sign and send El Jefe a message.
One day I will bring greatness to this shop again.
Never would I say how you actually use some kitchen utensils as door keys, though. Until here, of course. Obviously. Until here. But yeah, the other mask is up here. There you go. That's the other mask. Okay, there's actually a mask inside the job that when you have to go and get the fish, right? For Ryorichi. Go ahead and get that. Go ahead and get that. Ryorichi. Go ahead and do Ryorichi, especially so we can go and get that mask as well, right? To go and get that mask. That mask. Kind of the way I'm saying it is like I'm trying to say. It kind of sounds like, you know, Nicole on the job episode where she's like, I think a player, you know, when she's trying to say, I think I'm proud of you, Richard, when Richard said that he actually got a job. Like, yeah, it kind of sounds like I'm saying it like that. And then her, again, saying, I'm not used to saying that word much, particularly to describe your father. Like, I just find that pretty funny. Wasn't that area over here? No, it wasn't. Yeah, just make him go into the water. Just make that guy go into the water. Pretty sure it was over here. Yes, it was. It was. Because we would use this, get up here, get the mask there. Oh yeah, here's the pretty in pinker job, which, you know, where we have to, you know, that whole Madame Geisha dance with Murray. Even though I love that minigame, I definitely do love the whole one with Carmelita. Like, you just know what they were doing, though. You know what they were doing. They were thinking when it came to the whole Carmelita one, for sure. And the whole belly dancing. You just knew exactly what they were doing. The devs were thinking on that.
El Jefe only comes out of the castle to talk to Madame Geisha. If we want to know what he tells her, we're going to need her costume. The good news is, I discovered she's on vacation, and El Jefe doesn't know it yet. The bad news is, it looks like the Geisha house is locked up tight. There's no way to get in from the street. If only you could get to the room.
Ah, for a ninja, there is always a way.
Okay.
Talk to you inside, Bentley-san.
Bentley-son. I really do like that. Bentley-son. Yeah, the whole Madame Geisha. And again, we don't even know, never seen the actual Madame Geisha, though, since obviously Bentley said that she's on vacation and El Jefe doesn't know that yet.
Really, Chief? It appears that Madame Geisha's outfit is locked inside that large container. Although you'll probably want to stay off the floor in here. No sense alerting the guards.
Of course. Does a cat alert the rats?
Right. Okay. We can get in through the top, but judging from the lock mechanism, it appears to be open remotely. I'm going to need you to locate and activate the control devices. It looks like the doorway to the first wing is open. There's bound to be one in there, and a whole load of traps, so be careful.
Arigato, Bentley-san. I do not see how Mari-san will fit into that outfit. Very flexible.
Yeah, I mean, for real. I can kind of understand. I can kind of understand what Ryorichi Cooper is meaning, though, about how he doesn't know how Bentley would be able to fit into the costume. But again, it's hilarious, though. Him doing that whole dance, and also, you know, Carmelita and the whole belly dancing dance as well. Yeah, I don't think there's any mask in here. So yeah, I think we're good here. Okay, I guess there is one there. Alright. don't know if there's any other ones though. Like if that's the only one. Yeah, I'm guessing there's not. Again, I do want to make sure. I do want to make sure, like, if there isn't. I wouldn't think so, though. Yeah, okay, it seems like that's the only one inside this place, though, from what I've looked up. Again, I wanted to be sure.
The device is just across the room. Okay, really, team, lock me into that.
Okay.
Here we go.
Time to try out my new code cracker. I need to guide the spark through the circuit before that timer runs out.
Again, being able to use these, do these, without having to switch controllers, though, I'm just so happy about that. Like, being able to just use the same controller. Like, I'm just so happy with that. I'm able to do this.
Okay, if I press the right button, the spark should jump the gap to the next wire. If I roll off the grid, it's game over. There's the central port. We gotta get there before the system shuts down.
I love that the system even says hurry. I just love that even the whole system even says hurry. Like, that's definitely something. How even it says hurry.
Now, to unlock that geisha outfit for Murray-san.
Let's get those coins there. Nope. Nope. I don't know how those guards didn't see me.
Target acquired. Engine hot, going in.
Murray-san, please be careful. That cable looks rather delicate.
Have no fear, the Murray is here.
Yep.
Okay, Murray, it looks like we're going to have to try out your disguise a bit earlier than expected. I hope you remember the routine we rehearsed.
You there! What's going on? Explain yourself.
And they just all dropped their crossbows, too.
Konnichiwa. I am the most famous Madam Geisha. Please allow
Again, this and the whole belly dancing of Carmelita is just some of the greatest parts on Sly 4, though. I can just say. Hands down. Hands down. I can just say for sure. Dang it. That's to be expected. Thank you. There you go. And again, the faces of these guys. And Richie Cooper just being so confused. Right, Richie Cooper just being so confused. Selling money. These guards, though. Good job, Murray. Yeah, this rehearsing really did. That rehearsing that they did really does pay off, though. For real. Good job. And they're just stunned, amazed. Will definitely be one of my favorite parts of the whole game. I can just say. Alright, Murray. Murray son. It is Murray son. And again, there is a mask inside here too. On this job too. Nope. Not that. Something's fishy.
It's been a long time since we went fishing, Bentley. I'm excited.
Well, this is no vacation, Murray. We need to help Ryuichi get back on track as a sushi chef.
And what he needs most right now is fish. We're here because these caves are his secret spot for catching the best fish. Unfortunately, judging from this security lock, it looks like El Jefe's been here too.
Can you open it, buddy?
Are you kidding? I've never met a system I couldn't hack. Don't worry, Murray. We'll be fishing in no time.
Yeah, just leave it to Bentley. Leave it to Bentley here. Again, this is another reason why I love the whole hacking system in Sly 4.
I can absorb those ion bits to level up. Of course, by combining multiple ionic particles, I get supercharged my attack. But taking damage will drop my valence level.
So yeah, be careful not to get hit.
Yes, a logic bomb. I need to grab that. Configuring the R1 button to detonate logic bombs. These nanobots are swarming. I better blast them or stay out of their way. Those nano cannons are no joke. Too many hits and I'll crash.
Level 6. Oh. Level 6. Level 6. Again, just keep getting hit. Be careful not to get hit. Level 7. Level 8.
Yikes, that CPU is overclocked. I need to take it out before it reboots. Say bye-bye to your BIOS. Your router must
There you go. So yeah, here's the mask right here. That's 10. Pick up your belt, Murray.
Okay, Murray, we need to find the secret fishing hole. Let's try that gate over there. Think you can open it?
No problem, chum. Fresh fish coming up.
Hold up, Murray. Those mammoth lightning bugs will give you a nasty shock. Lucky for us, that large plant is a giant lamp leaf. Hitting it will make it glow and attract the bugs. Give it a whack and get those things out of our way.
Awesome. You know how much I like to hit stuff.
I know you do, Murray. No, we definitely know how much he loves to hit stuff.
Be careful jumping on those lily pads, Murray. This is one situation where your muscle mass may be problematic.
Track those over
Let's
there.
hurry. The fish should be biting right now.
I love that I can just fall right in the middle. Right in the middle. I'm able to fall straight in the middle. That's very great. Okay, we got the fishing here.
Let's see, without a real fishing pole, I'm going to have to use this old magnet from Murray's toy robot. I've calibrated its output to coincide with the fish's own bioelectric fields, so if I can keep it close enough, it should attract them like a charm. Talk about animal magnetism. I just need to tilt like this to move it around.
See how this will go with this one.
Yeah, scrumptious long-nosed snorkeler. Here, fishy, fishy. Yep, a beautiful largemouth horse face. Sweet jujubes. It's a rare giant ball of Lansky.
Keep her steady.
That big-eyed bug eater.
Keep her steady. Make sure to keep it steady.
Wow! This one's huge!
Ooh, almost. Yep, a delectable spotted snake mouth. Yes, a superb
Just one more.
spiked rock sucker.
There we go. That actually wasn't that bad this time around. Managed to do it very good here.
Take that fish to the cart.
I'm very happy with that.
Shoot, I need some more fish!
Thankfully, you don't have to re-get the fish, though, if you fail that. Thankfully.
Okay, Murray, take that fish to the cart. Murray, you won't be able to activate that plant while holding the fish. Try throwing them into that old cart. You can pick them up again after you get rid of those lightning bugs.
Get over there, you lightning bugs. That was funny. That was great.
Okay, Murray, take that fish to the cart.
Let's try to get a bit closer there. There we go.
Man, this is a serious load! Oh, do you think Ryoichi will make us some sushi as a reward?
I'm not sure, but let's just get this fish back to him without El Jefe's goons turning us into sashimi.
Never fear, Bentley. Nobody makes a hippo roll out of the Murray.
Nobody makes a hippo roll out of the Murray. I really like that. I like that. Let's see, anything in here? There you go. Get Bentley! Yeah, we gotta now track down El Jefe with the RC car.
Okay, according to my calculations, this is the optimal location to launch the RC car. With the miniature microphone I installed, it should be a snap to follow El Jefe and see what he's up to. Looks like he's headed for the prison. Time to get rolling.
Time to track that tiger. Very little chicken hat is going to come in handy too.
Again, I just love the costume too.
Press the L2 button to enable the perfect poultry camouflage. A chicken disguise works like magic. Penelope was always the RC queen. Oh, Penelope, where are you? I need to stay focused.
Even this magnificent prison pales when compared to my new statue fortress.
New statue fortress? That must be where he's hiding out all the time.
Nobody would guess the palace gate switch is actually under the bridge.
You're messing with the wrong turtle, buddy.
Yeah, he's just blabbing that mouth of his. Not even knowing, though, that we're following him. Right? Just not even knowing that we're following him.
Fishing caves. Good thing I sealed them. My dragon gates are invincible, as long as that lazy guard doesn't get distracted by sushi.
Very interesting. I think we could probably help that guard out.
Even if those fools get to the dragon gates, they'll never figure out the switches are inside the dragon mouths.
Excellent. Keep flapping those big lips.
Yeah, just keep blabbing it out.
Which way does that tiger go?
Just keep blabbing those lips, El Jefe.
Now I just need to find that blasted Ryoichi so I can deliver the package to the boss.
Package? Boss? We need to figure out what's going on in that palace.
This part is kind of sus, I would say, with El Jefe, what he does to Murray, though.
Greetings, Madam Geisha.
That and what's gonna happen next, too. Like, El Jefe can be quite sus. Wait for it. Yes. Yeah. Like, dang, El Jefe. I mean, it would be pretty sus either way. Even if it was the real Madame Geisha. Right? Even if it was the real Madame Geisha. That would still be sus, wouldn't you think? I would definitely say. Oh. Who knew that he actually had a Binocucom with pretty much all of the ancestors? I guess Bentley gave them all Binocucoms. Right, Bentley made all of the ancestors Binocucoms. I mean, hey, you can never have too many or too less Binocucoms.
Okay, Ryuichi, we need to collect samples from those strange plants growing high on the cave wall. Commonly known as the spiky wall climber, it secretes a biotoxin we can use to make sushi rolls that will put any guard to sleep instantly. Just be careful not to be overcome yourself.
Bentley-san, did I not explain?
You're a ninja master. I know.
No, allow me to show you how it's done.
Well, now at least I know where Sly gets it from.
If Bentley's plan works, we can rid our land of this villainous tiger.
Yeah, you can definitely see how Sly gets it from, though. Yeah, I was making sure if this was the right rope we needed. Pretty sure it is. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't go over here, obviously.
I must strike the blossom to extract the poison.
That's one.
This compound will topple even the largest enemy. This poison will make those guards sleep like babies.
I'll watch out for these spikes. Yeah, I need to watch out for those spikes.
I must strike the blossom to extract the poison.
There we go. Definitely a very short job, I would say. Very simple. Just getting 2 of the poison plant seeds. Now we can go and do the operation to get to El Jefe. Again, we already got the clue bottles in this episode in the vault.
Alright, we have all the intel we need. El Jefe has played dictator for the last time, and it's time to bring him down. First, we need to open those dragon gates. Thanks to Ryuichi's special sushi rolls, the guards are out for the count. Sly, you'll need to gain access to the switches in their mouths. Next, we'll need to open the palace sword gate. However, the bridge is crawling with guards, so we'll need to create a diversion. Murray, you, Sly, and myself will need to distract the guards. Once they're occupied, Ryuichi can make his way under the bridge to the switch and open the gate. Once we get that gate open, there's nothing stopping us from taking the palace and putting El Jefe in his place. Viva la revolucion!
So yeah, we got 2 here. One, you know, when we enter when we enter these gates, and then the second one is before we get to, you know, El Jefe and his where he was doing that whole pigeon before the whole the fight begins. Yeah, these guards are seriously knocked out. Like, those sushi rolls really did work. And again, just the fact that Murray is still wearing that whole Madame Geisha outfit, though. It's just really great. Really great that he just can, for the rest of this episode at least, of the Turning Japan, he wears the whole Madame Geisha. I guess he finds it very comfortable. That statue is really neat, though. And of course, the Paradox's blimp. Yeah, here's the mask over here. That's 11.
End of the line, Cooper! Get them, you fools!
Okay, you all know what to do. Time to kick some butt.
My favorite time of the day!
That certainly is. I can guarantee you that is definitely what Murray always looks forward to, is beating the snot out of enemies. Right, he loves to just beat the snot out of them. Like, I wouldn't blame him, though. I wouldn't blame him. Him liking to beat the snot out of these guards. Or any enemies as well, like Don Octavio in the third game. And of course him beating the snot out of the Grizz as well when it comes to the skating. Alright, Ryorichi. Sneak around. There we go. Got the whole gate open. And yeah, they're just all stacked up, though. And Bentley giving himself a massage. I mean, that looks very nice, though. That whole massage Bentley was giving himself.
It's mine. My game!
Like, dang, El Jefe.
Sorry, Cooper. You lose. I need to deliver this puny stick to a new owner.
No! El Jefe's getting away!
Don't worry, Ryuichi. Watch after these two. I'm gonna kick some tiger tail and get your cane back.
And again, I love the boss fights in Sly 4. Definitely some of my favorites. Again, here's, right over here, here's that one that I was talking about. That mask.
Hey, Cooper! What do you think of my statue?
Ha! Looks like a real pigeon magnet.
For real.
I hope you can fly like a pigeon, Cooper. Otherwise, you'll never catch me.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, that's a long climb. Thankfully, we ourselves don't have to do all that climbing, though. But it just cuts to Sly already up there. Right. Thankfully, it just does that, because that would be a whole lot of climbing for us to, if we had to do it ourselves.
A magnificent likeness, isn't it, Cooper? Almost as handsome as the real thing.
Huh. Yeah. Looks almost big enough to contain your overinflated ego.
Take a nice long look. I want you to remember the one who crushed you.
Looks to me like you've got nowhere left to run, El Jefe. Ready to face me now?
Sticking up for the family, eh, Cooper? Too bad you'll never see any of them again. Oh, Cooper, you've climbed so high, and now you're gonna fall.
Let's go, Jefe. Again, what a really great first boss. Again, I love all the fights in Sly 4. Another reason why Sly 4 is definitely my favorite, because of how they did with the boss fights.
Bring it on, Cooper.
I mean, obviously I love the villains in, again, 1, 2, and 3 also, but 4 definitely has to be, obviously, again, the one with my absolute favorites. Right. My absolute favorites would definitely be in 4. My absolute favorite villains definitely be in the 4th game.
You know something, Cooper? You're actually starting to annoy me.
Oh, don't worry. I have that effect on all cowardly crime lords. El Jefe. Isn't that Spanish for big baby?
Ah, enough of these stupid games.
Let's go, you general. And again, I just love that on the health bar, you can actually see the cigarette. Right? Even the cigarette is lit on the health bar.
You actually thought you could beat me?
And just the details. And again, their eyes that glow too is really awesome.
For such a tough guy, he sure runs away a lot.
I mean, for real. He is a general, right? A military, like, general, after all. And he runs away a whole lot. Like, that's definitely something. again, just the Paradox's blimp just floating in the sky in the background too during the whole fight. Yeah, that is true. Electrocution could actually make your fur and hair all fuzzy.
Hey, Cooper! How do you like my crane style?
His crying style.
I don't know what's scarier, El Jefe or his lame jokes.
I mean, that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe if I had some catnip and stop running away.
Get some catnip. I'm saying to get some catnip.
I have to get Ryoichi's cane back.
I love that there you could see a rainbow as well. Yeah, there's a rainbow over there too. That's really neat.
How do you like my cane style?
And Sly just saying, what do you think of my cane style? Oh. I don't think I even got that close ever before to even realize that he could actually do that. That's actually really neat. Yeah, I think that's actually pretty neat, because I never seen that happen before. Him just grabbing Sly and just punching him in the air like that. That's my first time actually seeing him do that. There you go. Defeated. El Jefe defeated. The Paradox. Him and that tail, though. He's got a huge tail. Looks very long and huge, too.
Pepe was defeated, disgraced, and delivered to the cops. But it was a hollow victory. I failed to get back Ryuichi's cane, and we still had no idea who was really behind this whole thing. One thing was for sure, he was somebody powerful enough to have his own private army. We contacted Dimitri for an update on the Phoebius Raccoonus, and it looked like Tennessee Kid Cooper needed our help next.
Tennessee Kid.
We needed to travel back to the 1880s.
Again, my favorite of the ones to play as.
One of the goons that took Ryuichi's cane had dropped what looked like an old sheriff's badge. Bentley had been trying to figure out where it might be from, but now it all made sense. After sampling the badge, Bentley was able to calibrate the time machine. As we prepared to make the jump back to the Old West, I found myself wondering how Carmelita was doing.
And that portrait that El Jefe had in his cell, though, either that was that his, like, mom or something? Looked like it was a female tiger.
We arrived in the Wild West, looking for my ancestor, Tennessee Kid Cooper. A legendary outlaw whose bank robberies were some of the most daring in Cooper lore.
Again, just his whole gun cane, I really love.
It took some time to locate him, but we eventually found him in prison. His arrest was the handiwork of the local sheriff, who had celebrated by posting his own picture all over town. Talk about an ego.
He got a big ego.
To bust Tennessee out of jail. But after some furious calculations, Bentley determined that the best way to do that was from the inside. For the first time in my career, I was going to have to let the law catch me. This could be a real challenge.
Yeah, would technically be Sly Cooper's second time going to prison that we have seen, right? Because, you know, Sly 2 got captured by the Contessa. Right? Got captured by the Contessa. So, yeah. And then on here, having to get thrown in jail to save Tennessee Kid. But yeah, that'll conclude this stream. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you like my subscribe to the channel, make sure you want to get this channel to see anything new. I do want to look right quick, though. Okay, we're just missing one more. One more mask and turning Japan. Yeah. Well, that's not too bad, though. One more mask and turning Japan. And I actually did see where it is, though. Which is in this arcade-like game that we have to do. But yeah. Again, that will conclude the stream. Hope you enjoyed. Catch you next time.